But this is the thing. What James is talking about is a light church. Light as in L-I-T-E, light. You know, like when you buy drinks and you get the light version. Because what he's talking about, what we're witnessing here is a church that is being persecuted, and because of this pressure, they are kind of letting go of doing things. They're letting go of the exterior things that show that they're Christians so that they won't be persecuted. And we see that every day in our church. Because church has become something where it's like a fast food restaurant, right? People rarely go to church asking, what can I do to serve? Most of the time, people go to church asking, what is in it for me? How is the band? How is the message? How are the people? Do they gossip? Are they judgmental? You know, do they have nifty lights? Is it chairs or pews? Is it a red carpet? Do they have a stage? Do they have good parking? Oh, I want it this way. Do they speak in tongues? Do they run around? Do they sit down? Do they clap? Do they raise their hand? Because if not, if this is not like this, if that is not like that, I'm not going to be part of that church. And it becomes something where we're trying to consume, we're trying to take, and it becomes a light church of people just sitting down in chairs, sitting down in pews, and the pastor's preaching, and then nothing happens. People just go to church, they listen to a great message, and they just leave, and nothing happens. Why? Because they go inside the church with the mentality that church is supposed to serve them. And really, church is not a building, it's not a service, it's a body. It's the hands and feet of Jesus going out to the world. All right? We need to do. There's an illustration of this English professor, English preacher, who had a friend whose horse died, okay? And he's like, wow, I'm very sorry. Everyone was like, wow, man, I'm very sorry. Because back then, losing a horse was like losing a car, right? That was your main transportation. Sometimes they helped in your ranch and whatever. And this preacher, he said, well, I am sorry, $8. He took out his hat. How sorry are you? And he started passing the hat. Right? Because it's really easy to say, I'm sorry. It's really easy to say, oh, brother, man, too bad you lost a job. Oh, brother, too bad that, you're going through some issues right now. I'm really sorry. But then we just turn our backs like nothing happened. Like there's nothing that we can do. Because we're too busy, right? We don't have time. We don't have time to pick people up because they don't have a car. We don't have time because gas is expensive, man. It's like $3.79, $3.80 right now. Like we don't have time to do that. We don't have time to help people. We don't have time. We just don't have the efforts, the time to do that. But what does he say about this kind of faith? Verse 17. So also, faith by itself, if it does not have works, is what? Is dead. This is dead, okay? This Greek word is nekros, and it's an ugly word, okay? Think of a dead carcass, okay? Think of someone just completely decayed. It's saying this faith is dead. It is meaningless. And I'm going to tell you guys, there are many churches that are filled up with people, and many of them are dead. Their faith is dead. See, I'm a pastor, we're playing this church, and I'm all like, people may think I'm all about numbers, like, oh, numbers, we need to fill this place up, and there's a benefit to that because if people come here, they listen to the gospel, there's more chance for people to come to Christ, and that's awesome. Numbers is very good. We see it in Acts that they counted the numbers were added to their numbers daily. Okay, we know that numbers is evidence of God doing something, but not always. There are churches today, especially TV evangelist guys, that are preaching a wrong gospel. And it's filled with people, thousands of people. And just because they're on TV, just because they're on YouTube, just because there's many people posting things on Facebook about it, then we think, oh, this is awesome. But most of those people, their faith is dead. Why? Because they're going to church thinking, what is in it for me?